Welcome to Kult Corner, I'm Atroz.
And I'm Inferno.
And this evening we have a review of the Mexican snuff film Atroz.
Yes, this is directed by Lex Ortega as well as written by him, and it stars him too. Now this one, particularly in the beginning, has some similarities to August Underground. Anyway, so it starts off these guys.
Yeah, there's a wreck and the cops are investigating. They arrest the two dudes, and they find this camera in there, and they also find gun and other kind of crazy shit. And the lead detective, he's watching the video, and he's seeing like that. Wow, these guys have hurt some people. It's really bad.
Yeah. Basically, they had a whole bunch of their kills that they performed together on this videotape. So they kind of knew they were busted when they first got pulled over by the cops. Because they were sitting in the back of the cop car and they would like look at each other and they were just like, dude, we're fucked.
Yeah.
Basically, because they knew what was on that tape. And it starts out on the tape part with them killing this transgender prostitute.
Yeah.
Brutally. I mean, and this is the part
you see like a big kind of wound on his
yeah,
leg.
it looked like a compound fracture possibly, like down by the ankle, not quite at the ankle.
And he's getting woke up, you know, by being punched in the face.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
and he's still in his, you know, drag and stuff, and he had breast implants because one of the guys like cuts out one of the breast implants and stuff, and then like pees in the wound and
and well before that happened, he like the victim shit himself, and there's like crap rolling down the chair, and the killer, he puts like feces in the breast. Where
the breast
where he
wound,
cut the,
put it in the leg wound,
yeah.
And then actually he did something that was, this actually grossed me out more than anything else, was he ate some of it himself.
Yeah, he put some in his mouth.
Yeah, and it was just like, ew.
I guess he likes poo.
I guess so.
It's a healthy diet.
Alrighty then.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's also on here, the fact that when he was growing up, like a teenager and stuff,
he was really abused by his dad.
Yeah, really bad. Like his dad thought he was gay.
Yeah, well, he found like gay magazines, male gay magazines, in his like dresser, and he freaked out about it.
Yeah, he freaked out, and he like raped his son with a big old gigantic.
Yeah, well, he got him like this kind of dress and kind of goofy wig and stuff,
and heels,
and high heels and stuff like that. Yeah, and wanted him to dress up and like, oh, you're a little feminine boy, bitch boy or whatever, you know, like that. And yeah, he pulls out this dildo, this huge ass dildo, and rubs it right on his son's face.
Yeah, and then he rapes him with it.
Yeah.
With no lube,
and
too.
His mom's filming it, and his sister's there,
like watching it in the background. Even though she looked kind of appalled because she was just like, "Oh my gosh, what the
can't believe he's fucking doing
but
that."
But she still stood there and watched.
Right. Yeah. Well, it's kind of interesting.
And the dad took him at one point, trying to take him out to a prostitute, female prostitute, to try to turn him straight or whatever. Yeah, and he couldn't perform, and so Dad called him even more of a gay dude.
Yeah,
you know,
he dropped him off at school with his underwear on. Just left him out, you know, for it to be
with his underwear and just to totally humiliate him. And
so he was just totally screwed up. And
that basically is what messed the dude up, and he eventually gets vengeance on the dad
in the most brutal ways,
and videotapes it, and it actually was pretty cool. He kind of used the same dildo, only he
put barbed wire on it.
He put barbed wire on it and a razor blade at the end, you know, like through the shaft.
Yeah.
And then had his mom
wear it and
rape the dad with it.
And they have like a scene where you see it like going the penetration.
Yeah, it's like shot from like inside, and
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, as well as there was a really good shot at one of the beatdowns where it was like the camera was attached to the fist, and you're like on the fist, like going into the guy's face, and that was really cool too.
Yeah, that was really cool. Like
but then you find out that like he had a thing for his sister, and they were trying to get it on, and it didn't work, so the sister started mocking him too, just like the dad, and so he killed the sister, and that was the downward spiral for him, you know, starting killing people off, you know, along with his friend, who was mostly videotaping it, but the friend was like involved in it too.
Yeah, it's a sick little film.
Yeah.
You know? This was Gosh, this was like I think his first film he did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I believe so.
He did like 8 short films before he did his full length, and they did a promotional funding video.
Yeah, they did like a
crowdfunding
type thing to get the money to fund this, to make it and stuff. And the effects work all really well. Like I said, this to me has a lot of similarities to August Underground.
Definitely, I think the director saw August Underground because there's a big influence of it, especially in the opening scene. With how,
with the male prostitute guy.
what he did to her and stuff like that, or him.
Yeah, and the fact that, you know, he filmed it and he starred in it and he wrote it, and, you know, and it's the 2 guys, and, you know, it's just a lot of similarities to it. Though it's worth the watch. It is different than August Underground, but it's very much influenced, I believe.
Yeah, and the gore is really good here. Nice special effects.
Nice camera shots.
Yeah, it was really well filmed,
actually.
you know, for such a low budget.
Actually, the filming wise is, to me, I prefer it because it's more of a steady film than like August Underground, which is a lot more jiggity in a lot of parts. It's still, you know, filmed like by a friend, but it's like they put it on a tripod and filmed it versus like holding it and filming it. But
yeah, very good film. There's one scene too where you think he's going to maybe have a relationship with this one girl, but it turns south really quick, and yeah, and she kind of actually might have liked him a bit.
Yeah, you know? She was a stripper.
Yeah,
and then he paid her the first time. Yeah, though, but you know, then they sort of like went out to dinner and stuff like that. And,
yeah, and then it got too weird. She was kind of kinky a bit, and you could tell he was, and it just went a little too far. And so,
it went way too far.
Yeah, so this is a really good film. This is the Unearthed Limited Edition right here, and this has the Blu-ray, the DVD, and
the soundtrack.
CD soundtrack. Yeah. So very cool. Extreme horror fans, go out, definitely pick this up. You're gonna love it.
Now, this doesn't have tons and tons and tons of special features to it. It does have some. Yeah. Like them talking about their crowdfunding, and
it has an interview and like behind the scenes
like
footage
some
of the
behind
film.
The scenes stuff.
Yeah, so the trailer is basically of Unearthed films and plus this. So yeah, it's not really filled packed. It's kind of like Francesca in a sense with the same kind of special features and soundtrack and everything, but. Definitely fans of August Underground or just kind of extreme horror sickness. This is a mandatory pickup. This is really a cool ass film. Really enjoyed this film. So yeah, how many stars are you going to rate this?
I am going to give this a... I'm going to say 7. 7 to 7.5.
Okay, I'm going to say 7.
Okay.
Yeah, not as good as August Underground.
Yeah, I was almost going to say 8, but I was like, no,
I think August Underground is a more kind of
I liked
more
August
disturbing,
a bit better,
you know, so, but still, this is really good, and this is something definitely to pick up, and yeah, it's really good. So,
till next time,
hail to horror, and subscribe to us, support the cult.
Hail horror, and please subscribe, comment.
Yeah, leave some likes.
Like, dislike,
whatever.
You know, whatever.
Let us know you exist so we can like communicate with you guys.
Yeah, because that would be great.
Oh, okay. Hail the horror.
Hail horror.
Control. El control es lo que te hace sentir feliz, ¿no? Aunque dudo que un pendejo como tú sea feliz.
Yo dudo mucho que seas una víctima. Eres un pinche error de la naturaleza.
placer no está en acariciar unos genitales. Está en lastimarlos, en lacerarlos.